Hi, my name is Angie. Welcome to our channel. I like to take you on journeys through small towns, villages, and hamlets throughout southwestern Ontario to introduce you to the scenery, the people, and hear a brief history of the location. Today I'll take you through the small hamlet of Avonbank. Avonbank is so tiny that there is no longer a sign to show you that you're here. It's a small hamlet located on the Avon River in Perth County. Currently located on the 16th line west of Perth Road 130, about 8 kilometers north of St. Mary's, you will find Avonbank. Michael Steele, a physician and a House of Commons member, was born in Avonbank and is one of the notable people that came from this area. This is also one of the areas that was first settled when the settlers entered here in the 1830s and 1840s. At that time, the majority of the inhabitants in this area were of Scottish descent, and they are also Presbyterians. In need of a church in which they could attend, locals started holding services in their homes until a petition was signed by 104 residents requesting a church of their own. You can see up here on the right the Avonbank Presbyterian Church. Originally, a log cabin was erected on this site. And the land was donated as a gift from the Canada Company. For nearly a year, this structure stood roofless and bare, as the funds to complete it had run out. When it finally was completed in 1852, a storm came through, ripping the roof from the four walls. The roof was gathered up by hand and laid on the logs horizontally, which on wet days was not conducive for its humble worshippers beneath it. This is the Avonbank Cemetery. Although there were disasters that befell this church, these disasters did not deter it from regular attendance. On Sabbath mornings, people would walk for miles through the dense woods, ladies barefoot, gentlemen in their shirt sleeves. At the very first communion, a lady, her husband, and several other women walked from nearby St. Mary's, barefooted, 5 miles to the place for worship. Wine for this occasion was procured in London, where William McGregor and John Weir walked to obtain it, a distance of some 30 miles. Meanwhile, in St. Mary's, the town was rapidly growing, and they had enough parishioners to establish churches of their own. In 1860, the old Pioneer Church was replaced by the brick building you see before you today. The bricks have been replaced since then, as well as the edifice on the front of the building. In 1857, the Avonton congregation, which till this period formed that of Avonbank, was set up apart, and they had their own church constructed in Avonton. This church, to this day, still has a number of parishioners that come here regularly for services, including Sunday school. I encourage you, if you are in the area, to marvel at some of the extreme architecture that was made over 100 years ago in some of these buildings. It's just absolutely miraculous. I hope you've enjoyed our small trip through Avonbank today with a stop at the famous Avonbank Presbyterian Church. Be sure to like this video and share it if you like. I'd appreciate if you could subscribe to the channel It would really help us out a lot. Thanks again for joining me today. I look forward to you joining me again soon. Have a great day.